our scene begins in a very special and very unique part of Sturgeon. It's actually a part that we don't really get to see because almost all of our campaign has taken place in the busier suburbs of Sturgeon, in the Metropolitan District, and over where the entertainment sector is. But this is in the commercial area, where a lot of the individuals that live within Sturgeon, whether they're monsters, or they are folklore, or humans, or mundane, will go quite frequently. Because this is the place that all of their children have to go and spend their time when their caregivers go to work, or go to do whatever they do, as minions, henchmen, heroes. Because we are at Dr. Good Doctor's very good, very safe, very real daycare center. It is around 7:30 in the morning, and we see several individuals being dropped off, which I'm sure we'll meet in due course. The first of which is going to be... it's going to be a portal opening up, and we see a small boy, around maybe 2.5, 3 years old. He's wearing Sonic the Hedgehog pajamas that he refused to take off and wear like a normal outfit. And he is holding the hand, or rather he's holding like 2 fingers of a much bigger, older man who looks like his grandfather. And we see that it is little Victor Mendoza standing alongside old man Elder Mendoza. Victor, remind me what you've brought with you today, please.
Well, I'm wearing the Sonic pajamas. I got a pair of boo-boo keys.
Boo-boo keys, okay.
I got a Sonic the Hedgehog plush.
Okay. Have you named him, or is he just still Sonic?
He's still just Sonic.
Okay.
A 2. Let's just do it to 1 cup of applesauce, prepackaged.
Okay.
And a Power Rangers in Space blanket.
Perfect. Can you do me a favor and please put that in the Hunters chat? So if all of you could do that in the Hunters chat, so I have one place for the references, that is going to make this a lot easier. Thank you very much. Okay. So Elder Mendoza leans down and he gives you a hug, and he says, "All right, kid. You're the next Prime Mendoza, and your training starts now. Okay? Remember." We're starting them early. You're the chosen one. I mean, we talked about this on the way over when we had McDonald's, right?
I wanted Burger King.
No. Remember we said you're gonna get Burger King later if you do really well and you do what Grandpa Mendoza said, right? You gotta go fast. You gotta be nice, and you gotta make friends. Okay?
What? You supposed to be the next Prime Mendoza?
I was, and turns out I'm not good enough. And that's okay, because we got you, because you're the specialist guy in all of Mendoza land.
Yeah.
Attaboy. All right, you're gonna be good, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gives you a little high five, and he sends you in. And what I want you all to consider, if you could please, is 2 things that I'd like you to all tell me when we do the gathering. First thing I want you to all think about is one positive or advantage trait you're gonna have. So that could be that, one of you is a little bit stronger, or you have a good way of communicating with grown-ups, or you're good at staring in the darkness, not scared of that. Because only one trait out of everything you've got is going to have a plus advantage. Everything else is going to suffer because you're all babies. So that's the first thing I want you to think about. And then the second thing I would like is what happens if you miss nap time. I want one negative. So as we're going through it, just consider those 2 things for me, And when you all gather together in about 10 minutes, we'll go through that. Next up is a rustling from the bushes nearby. And we see a little boy of about... And again, if any of these ages are incorrect, correct me if I'm wrong, he's probably about 3.5, maybe going on 4. And he runs out of the bushes holding a He-Man lunchbox, wearing a plaid shirt in red and black. It's tucked into his blue jeans with suspenders. He's very dapper, very smart, but he is completely disheveled from running through the bushes. And he's got a solid color teal blankie, which is maybe it's affixed around his neck like a cape, or it's over his arms. That's up to you, Jimmy. And it's little James, and he's got a note on his maybe on his chest or his back, which says sent here by the Sturgeon Hunting Society. If found, do not return. Warning, he bites. Jimmy, or James, anything to add to that? Perfect. So Jimmy will not be talking throughout this game. He is only going to be grunting until a point he decides he can talk. So he just kind of, Jimmy takes a look around, a couple grunts, and just waddles straight in. Next up is the sounds... Well, actually, I can't play. I'll get copyright struck. But the sounds of Wu-Tang Clan's Protect Your Neck from a low-riding sedan... not sedan. I don't know American cars. What would be a low-riding car, gang? What would be a really nice pimped-out ride?
1974 hardtop Impala.
All right, there you go. Okay, it's a powerful green. It's a loud green, and yeah, we hear that. And Jericho Blanche is sitting in the seat, he's bumping along, and Endicott, the effervescent, parks up, and he says, "All right, Jericho, are you all set?
Yeah.
You have everything you need. You sure?"
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Jericho, how does little Jericho Branch look?
He's instead of like, having kind of his more like Western-esque look that he has as an adult, he kind of has kind of like this kind of admiration of like the traditional wizard look. So he actually does have, while still having a hat, he has a kind of pointed wizard hat and like a little, and like his blanket is like kind of fashioned to like a little cloak over his shoulders. I put a picture of it in Hunter's chat.
Okay, thank you. I'll have a little look. Oh, that's precious. Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's got this like makeshift blankie turned into a cloak. It's green, the color of Endicott's own cloak, with like these golden stars. He's got nice little fancy boots on. It's very clear that Endicott helped make this with you. Like he made sure that like you got the best outfit you could. And this big wizard's hat, it's got a little timepiece like a clock on the back of it. It's absolutely precious. Yeah, he says, "Okay, Jericho, who's the biggest, strongest wizard in all of Sturgeon?"
Jericho Branch.
Jericho Branch, absolutely. And what must Jericho Branch never do with his powers?
Help the cops.
Yeah, good boy, very good boy, yes. Never help the popo. And do we know why?
He does like a little flex.
Yeah. Now, and remember, Jericho, provided you're over 30 feet away, remember, 30 feet, big, long length, what can you shout at the police?
Hold on. He takes a little notebook. Oink oink piggy. The right one.
There's many of them. That was the one that won't get us demonetized. Good. You can oink at them. You can do anything. And remember, if Papa Endicott dies, my wishes are as follows: turn my ashes into a brick and throw them at a cop. Remember, Jericho, that is what Papa Endicott wants.
Long live Dave. And he pulls out his little like toy pistol.
Oh. absolutely precious. Okay, buddy. I want to make sure you have a good day. Remember, only use your powers to help someone who you consider your bestest friend. Okay?
All for evil.
Or for evil. Sometimes for evil if there's money or treats involved, but no stealing, no harming animals. They're little creatures that never do any harm to anybody. Just do your best, okay? My little Stormbringer.
I do my bit, and he tries to open the door, but he can't open it. I do my bit.
Hang on. One more thing. Remember the family motto. Watch your step, kid. Protect your neck, kid. Okay?
Protect neck.
Good boy. And he opens the door and sends you off. And what is going to be in Jericho's possessions? What's going to go into his cubby?
He has a little bracelet, probably given to him by God, that just has like a little golden moth on it.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. He says, "Good luck, my little moth. I love you."
I'm gonna die.
And he starts driving off, and he sees Ballista and this, and he's like, "Oh shit, gotta go, bye!" and just starts following.
Why is Ballista?
I don't know. Ballista be in situations. Okay, so yeah, I love that. So yeah, we've got that, and we'll go through more of your cubby in a minute. Next up, Flebs. How do you? I forget how we are. Oh no, that was it. Yeah. So Flebs, you you are like teleported into the center of this little like courtyard where the entrance is, and you are standing next to a young woman. She's probably about 19, maybe 20. Her locks are draped back. Her locks are draped back. No. Hey, no. Her locks are draped back into a beehive. And she's checking her phone, and she's like looking over you to make sure you're okay. And she's like feverishly checking things. Like, okay, you got your snacks. You got your bag. Okay. All right. Okay, buddy. How you feeling?
Good, Madam Nell.
Oh, you can just call me Nelly, silly.
Okay, Nell.
All right, Mr. Taylor. You want to check your inventory to make sure you got everything? You're about to go on a big adventure.
Oh, it's all here.
And what have you brought, Flebs? So you got the stuffed animal puppy in red overalls.
Yes.
And his name is Nap?
Yes.
Okay.
I also brought a mini juju bag.
Oh, okay.
My drawback.
It's going to be a very limited juju bag. I'm sure you know that, but like, 'cause obviously, it's about what baby Flebs can figure out. But yeah, like that's perfectly fine. Okay. And what are you wearing? How's Mr. Taylor look?
I've got a onesie on.
Adorable.
Emblem. I'm just copying and pasting from my baby picture on my desk.
Oh God.
Got a little hood with stripes on it. It's just a onesie.
That is so adorable. Okay. Yeah, he is just the most dapper little sweetheart, with these big long blonde locks, and Nels kind of squeezed like, "You're so cute." Okay, all right. You're gonna meet a lot of strange people in there, but as long as you got Nap, you'll be okay, right?
That's right.
Attaboy. Okay, I'll pick you up soon, all right? Remember, you gotta have your nap at nap time. Bad things happen if you don't have nap time, all right?
Okay.
Okay. And she uses the teleport and disappears. Okay. Which leaves us with one. Now, which one? Before I say who, would you like it to be Papa or Mama dropping you off loose, so I know how to set the scene?
Dad.
Okay. You roll up in a cop car, and like I feel like Jericho, you have just been dropped off, and as you're going past, you hear like from the distance, you hear, "Fuck the police coming straight from the underground!" and then like the sounds of like, and he's just laughing, he's the revving of the engine, and like Ballista going, "Faster, daddy!" And like how does Jericho respond as he sees a cop car rolling around after hearing that?
Yeah, it seems about right.
Okay. You see the cop car roll around. Everyone else has gone in, Jericho. Out steps a tall man with a push broom mustache, probably in his mid-40s, maybe early 40s. A little bit lanky. Kind of looks like, from your comic books, he looks a little bit like Commissioner Gordon from Batman. And he goes round to the passenger side, and he opens it and unzips like the booster seat, and he picks up a little girl, what you think looks like a little girl, with the short, curly white hair, and she's wearing she's wearing blue overalls and black boots. One of the overall straps is down, and there's like a skull T-shirt underneath. And like you can see the top, it says "My mommy is a reaper," she's got like these big puffy cheeks, and she's like pouting a little bit as this man puts her down, and he kneels down to her height, and he's like fixing her hair and putting a little clip on the side of it, and he says, "Okay, all right, I think we're all good now. God, your mom would be so mad if she saw I just messed with your hair. Okay, Callie, how you feeling?"
I don't wanna go.
"Oh, I know, sweetie, but mommy's working, and I gotta go and protect the city. You know, we gotta go and save Sturgeon from the bad guys, and you wanna save Sturgeon from the bad guys eventually, right?"
Yeah.
"Okay, well, in order to do that, you gotta go on a mission for me, okay?"
A mission?
"Yeah, you're gonna be my deputy. You gotta do a secret mission. You can't tell anybody, all right?"
Okay.
"Okay, so the first thing you gotta do is I want you to go and get information on everybody in there. And what you say is you hold your hand out and you say, 'Hi, my name's Callista. Or you can call me Callie. And I want to be your friend.' And you learn about them. You make sure you're really nice and you listen and you get all that info and you come back to me. That's your first part of your mission. Can you do that?"
I think so.
Okay. Your second part of your mission is to make sure you have nap time. Because remember what happened the last time you missed nap time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not good. Mittens deserve to live a little bit longer than that, but these things happen.
I miss Mittens.
I also miss Mittens, but hey, you know, maybe it was his time. Maybe it's one of those things, huh? But okay, Callie. Daddy's gotta go. Mommy says she'll meet you for lunch if she can get time off work, but you gotta go in there and you gotta do your best, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, if you got everything?
Yeah.
Okay, and what does Callista have?
She has her stuffed bunny
Mhm.
named Remy,
Uh.
and a little blanket, baby blanket,
Mhm.
and she also has a pacifier and a mini scythe, a tiny
Okay.
little scythe.
And as you're checking it over, he says, "Oh, you have that strange little like dimension. Like that's too big a word. You have that little space cubby, right? I need you to put the scythe in the space cubby. Only bring it out if everyone is hurt and scared. Okay? That's emergency.
Why?
Because it could hurt people, and they might be a little bit scared." When they see you got the big sharp scythe, they might be scared of you, and you don't want that. You can't get information out of them that way. You gotta be sneaky.
But Mom has one.
Yeah, but mommy only deals with people who are not here anymore, so it's different. This is your first one, and you want to get more. You gotta be trusted with the little one first.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Do you want your pacifier now before you go in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Remember, what do you gotta do? What's your mission?
I gotta say my name and ask if they can be my friend, and then get information from them, and then give it to you.
Excellent. And hey, you know what we're gonna do when we're finished? We're gonna get dino nuggies.
Really?
Yeah. We're gonna get dino nuggies, and Mom's gonna be there. We'll have a good time. But, oh, I almost forgot. Hang on. And he goes to the back, and you hear these little beep boop sounds. And he pulls out a little, I guess, like, basic Capri rather than a baby Capri. He's the same sort of, like, model Capri, but he can't communicate other than beeps and boops. And he nuzzles up to you when he sees you. He is super excited to see you.
Capri.
All right, Capri's gonna look after you, but you gotta make sure you keep an eye on him, okay? Don't put him in any water.
Okay.
Okay, sweetie. All right, have a good day. Remember, you're loved and you love other people. All right?
Yes.
Okay. And with that, he gets in the car and starts driving off. Jericho, do you stay or do you just go in?
I imagine Jericho was just kind of just staying there, like listening to the conversation whenever it was brought up that whenever the gathering information part was brought up, just start remembering in the cut. It's like
Yeah. I think Muldoon maybe senses something in the air, like as he goes past, and but he doesn't obviously act on it. But do you do anything as he drives away? Like, did you want to try anything or?
No.
Okay.
He's just still staying there, kind of like just watching Muldoon, like with his hand, was like rubbing his chin with his hand, like
And like Muldoon just goes past, like weird fucking kid. Just like carries on driving. All right, so everyone's in. You put all your stuff in your cubbies for the time being, and you go through to the little playpen area. And there's a few other monsters and little baby creatures there. But for the moment, you see Dr. Good Doctor is sort of waiting for you, and he's like, children, welcome to Dr. Good Doctor's very good, very safe, very legitimate, I forget the full name. Welcome, we are going to look after you, you will be given nice treats, you will be given nap times, it's very good, it's very safe, it's no problem, as long as you obey our rules. I will keep this simple because I just remember you children and probably already confused. You are going to go nap time after breakfast, and if you don't go nap time, Masha will find you. And he leans down and looks at all of you. He's like, you don't want to find Masha. She big, scary creature. She not know what is food and what is baby. Okay, good. Any questions? He's just like looking at all of you.
You have a snack now?
Ooh, roll for charm.
Let me try to.
So Jericho formed a sentence. You just said snack.
Snack.
Snack. Okay, yeah. All right. 7. For Victor, because you said snack and it's like barely says. He's like, oh, you direct one. I was told about you. Okay. Well, I suppose snack is not bad. You can have something.
Grandpa Mendoza said you was shady. But cheap.
I did not. I'm sorry, little boy. Your accent is very, very thick. Have you tried learning English?
Have you?
Yes, I went to night classes. Is how I know language now. Very, very accomplished.
But it's daytime.
Oh, you clever boy. Okay, you get snack. What snack do you want?
Point to my cup of applesauce in the cubby, or am I still holding it?
No, it's in your cubby. Okay. You take applesauce. You go sit down in playpen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Jericho branch. What snack do you want?
What you got?
I have dino biscuits. And yes,
Are they like actual biscuits or are they like cookies?
They are cookies. I believe your country refers to them. You know that is confusing. They cookies. Dino cookies. It will give you a sugar rush.
No, but what else do you got?
We have crackers. We have cheese whiz. We have pizza roll. I don't think you can have pizza rolls. You're too small.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not be hasty.
You know, when I wake up this morning, I did not think I would be negotiating with little boy, but life is strange.
Indica says I'm amazing.
I'm sure you are, little boy.
Yeah, you think I'm amazing too.
Let us see. Let us see. Okay. Why don't you take from Cubby, and we will try and find you other food later. Yes.
Oh, I'm good. I just want to see if I could get it. I wasn't really hungry.
Oh, you clever boy. Okay, you will survive well here. Okay, you go play. Does anyone else want anything?
Yeah, Callista will kind of walk up to him, and she kind of like spreads out her wings and kind of tugs on his pants, like.
Oh, hello, hello, little lady. What can I do for you? You have lovely wings, very, very big and strong.
Oh, thank you. Mommy and Daddy say they're special wings like a fairy or a Pegasus.
Oh, yes, Pegasus, big, strong horse. Yes, I see in future you be big warrior. Yes, what can I do for you? What would you like?
Can I please have some dino cookies?
Give me a charm roll. +1. And your charm will have changed anyway, because you're baby Callista.
Oh, right. What do I change it to? I don't even...
It should be a 2 now.
Oh, okay.
Wow. 14. Alright. Hey, Callista, Callie, how does this look?
She pulls out the puppy dog eyes. Just like,
Apparently that, she is the...
silver eyes.
Yeah, I mean, lip tremble, little grabby hands, and just, my goodness, yeah. He starts to cry, and he's like, oh, you precious baby oh my God, yes, I give you full box of dino cookies. You take all of them. It's okay. I do not need them. It's okay. Oh my goodness, you remind me of the little baby from old country. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Okay, you go play. I have to go wipe eyes.
Can I have a snack?
Oh, yes, okay, little boy. What do you want?
Crackers.
Okay, give me a roll. Your timing is very interesting. This is either oh wow. He looks at you with your little blonde locks, and he just again starts crying like, oh, he's so adorable. He must be protected at all costs. Yes, take whole box of crackers and have whatever needed. Oh. Please give to a boy who's grunting. I don't think he can talk. Please share with him.
You want some, friend?
You sound so creepy. I'm sorry, but it is such a creep. It's like an old man trying to lure you. Yeah, once. Hey, kids.
Sounds like that old guy from Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Chris. You want some of my animal crackers? It's not quite like it's a little bit more like, but I know what first goes to say, hey, you want some of my animal crackers, little boy?
Yeah, Joe, I hate that voice. It sounds like what iron deficiency looks.
Oh my god! It sounds what iron deficiency. Trevin, that is wow. That was just mean, my guy.
It was accurate.
I'm not saying it wasn't accurate, but yeah, Flebs, maybe just like you could always just do your voice, but a little bit more like softer and cuter. It's already a beautiful voice. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
And Chewy,
He sounds like his female character.
it's fine.
No.
He can be Tay Flebs. He can be Tay. Jimmy, what do you say?
James doesn't say anything. When Flebs asks him, or
Want
when
some
Mr. Taylor asks him if he wants some crackers, he just takes the whole box.
Well, Flebs has got 2, so that's fine. So you basically just take 1 box for yourself, and Flebs, are you fine with that? Like, do you just let him take it and you get the other box?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. All right. So, with that, you've got your snack time. Does anyone want to go exploring, or do they want to go and eat and have their snacks first?
Snack.
Snack.
Yeah, Callista is sitting in the middle of the rug, just eating, like just chewing on one of the dino cookies and looking around at everybody. She's trying to gather information.
All right. Give me a sharp roll. Okay. Callie, you like notice that everyone looks different. And it's a little bit scary. James is quite strong. Like, you think he's like very tough. Flebs has really nice hair, and you feel like his hair might be better than yours, and you don't like that feeling. And so you try not to think about him. And Jericho Blanche is the social butterfly, and you think he's the first person you should go and talk to make friends with. And Victor has really nice pajamas, and they're blue, and you like blue. And then that's it, because on a 7, that's all you're gonna get. And then you're like, oh my god, these cookies are incredible, and you just start eating them, and you're just stuffing your face with them. And the crumbs are everywhere.
She's not gonna eat all of them though. She's saving a couple.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay. Interesting. Does anyone want to do anything else while they're eating?
Is there anything laying around, any items that I might be able to steal?
You want to steal?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I DM'd you.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Fucking Flebs sliding into the DMs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no. That's right. Yeah. Okay, so you need to roll a cool roll to resist the urge to steal. Every time you walk into a new room.
Okay. Is there anything around that I would want to steal?
Well, give me a cool roll. Give me a sharp roll first, and then the cool roll. Okay, sharp roll. Yeah, there's so this is like, think about the Rugrats kind of style room. Like, you're in a playpen that is at the back of like a converted house. And there's a long hallway. On your left, I wish I could show you, but like my mid-journey thing is not working. If anyone wants to try and give me a in fact, actually, Luce, I'll send it to you. Just to kind of give me something if you could. Just a second. And like it's just kind of go with any detail you want with this. It's there's a couple of like cabinets. Like on your left, and then there's a side room that leads to the kitchen. What you can see on the cabinets, Flebs, is there's a bunch of these strange shiny heirlooms. And you're 3.5. You don't really have a concept of what is valuable. You just know that shiny means cool. And yeah, you can see them, but they are very high up, my friend. And you got to get out the playpen as well.
I mean, I have to resist her, right?
You do, so give me a cool roll. Okay, so yeah, you completely resist it. You're like, yep, that's cool, but I don't really need it. So you are completely fine. For the moment. Alright. James, is there anything you want to do?
James is just in the corner. He's got his box of animal cookies, like, smashed between his chest and his arm, and he's looking over his shoulder as he's stuffing cookies into his mouth, making sure no one's gonna steal his cookies.
Oh, so you're on guard.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
no one's stealing my cookies.
All right. I think that should probably be a sharp roll just to be safe. And is that the stat you're? Wow. Okay. I was gonna say, is that the stat that you want to? No. Okay.
No. I know what stat I want to have the bonus to.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So 10 is great. Yep, you are very on that. Nothing gets past you right now. You are almost like feral, like, you know, like in the sense of where you look after your food. So yep, you're completely fine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, he's just wide-eyed. Like, he's got the cookie boss smashed into the chest, holding on to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. All right. Jericho Blanche, what about you?
Jericho's definitely is like just kind of watching, kind of trying to remember but not remembering like all like the new faces around him, and also like every so often getting a little overwhelmed and pulling out his like little flip book of notes.
So you're trying to you're trying to like get info.
More so just hanging out, not just seeing if anything interesting happens. Kind of playing with like his little with his bracelet that like the moth line like spins like a fidget toy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, I think that's a yeah, okay. Do you need to? I'm just thinking, should you roll anything for that, or I guess you're just playing, right? That's all you're really doing.
Yeah. If from like the last person after everyone's like done all their things, he might just kind of say out loud a little bit too loud. You guys are all kind of weird.
That's fair. I think that's a very valid point. Yeah. Okay. I don't think you need to roll for that. Okay. Victor.
Yeah, Blanche is just chilling.
Victor, last but not least.
There she. I am just absolutely guzzling down this single cup of applesauce like a feral animal.
Okay.
Still using a spoon though. Still using a spoon.
But you're really going for it though, right?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
fucking that shit up, boy.
All right. Give me I need a tough roll, buddy.
It's not gonna work out so well.
Well, maybe not. Let's see. Okay. 9, mixed success. Yeah, you start choking. It is coming out of your nose. And like you manage to like get it out, but it is like running all down your body and whatnot. Like it is messing up the feety pajamas right now. You may need to change at some point.
Oh no. Gonna have to go in the Knuckles pajamas.
Did you see you brought those?
No, it's just that, you know, if they call old man Mendoza, he's gonna have to bring those.
Well, you could try and open a portal to him, but obviously, much like, you know, Jericho's magic, you don't have full control over it. But I would be willing to let you try and open a portal to get someone else's, like another Mendoza's clothes.
With a weird raw baby.
All right, because you're basically co-parented by every version of Mendoza that is older than you. Wow. All right, you open a portal, and Elder Mendoza is sitting. He's sitting on a beanbag chair, and he is he's in a Discord call, and he's laughing and drooling and slurring. And there's a bag of gummies next to him that's empty, and you hear fucking Elon. Baby,
Grandpa,
little
they made a mess.
baby Mendoza, you can't wait. Am I? Hang on. Am I tripping right now? Wow. Am I fucking? Wow. Man, this reminds me of that Pretty Cure episode where it's fucking.
Got high, right?
And his face just drops. He's like, "What? You don't know about that. You're 3." and then he looks at you and he's like, "Oh, all right. Hang on, little buddy. All right.
The baby voice is just that for me.
All right. Do you want the Sonic pajamas or do you want the Robotnik pajamas?"
Can I have the Knuckles?
Oh, so yeah, that's what I meant. I don't know all the characters. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get you the. All right. And he eats. Yep.
Are you crazy right now?
I think I'm going crazy. Hey, little buddy, when you get to be a bit of an older Mendoza, you'll find that sometimes you need to have special sweets to take the edge off. But right now, you don't need to worry about that, okay?
Can I have some of that chocolate on your desk?
Absolutely not, little buddy. But hey, I'm taking you to Burger King later, right?
Yay!
Okay. All right.
Does
Jesus.
everyone see this portal open?
Yeah. Yeah. You would do, yeah. Yeah. So, how do you react to that, Jericho Branch?
Oh, Jericho, while pointing at the portal, will yell, "Dr. Good Doctor, there's a strange man in here."
Oh, hell yeah. All right, roll to act under pressure.
Me or?
No, you. You.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, that's a 4. That's a fail.
Very much.
Oh, no. I can't do the original scene. That's not okay. Okay. Elder Mendoza hears you doing that, turns to you, and says, "Itchy butthole!" And he casts a spell on you, and you start scooting your butt all along the floor, uncontrollably.
Like a dog.
I'm a dog.
Yeah, but like, literally, like, you know, apologies for the TMI here, Luce, but when your ass is just insanely itchy.
Why just me? Why was that an apology for just me?
Because you don't like gross stuff. I'm just being polite. Because I know you specifically do not like gross things.
Well,
But you know when your ass is just unbelievably itchy, and the satisfaction of just getting it, yeah, it's like you are just dragging that thing across the floor, and he's laughing. He's like, "Fucking Jericho Branch," and then the portal closes, and Dr. Good Doctor runs, and he's like, "Hey, what is it?" Oh dear. Okay, one second. Honey, the wizard one has tapeworms. Yeah, get the cranberry juice. And he comes in and picks you up, Jericho. He says, "Okay, it's okay. We will clean this out. This may be uncomfortable, but cranberry juice is a good solution."
Alright, juice.
Oh, this is not good juice. And you are temporarily removed from the situation.
Nice.
Does Callista, Jimmy, or Flebs say anything when they see this portal before Jericho comes in? So I want to give you all the opportunity as well.
Jimmy just sets his box of crackers down and stands up and draws his sword of Grayskull.
what?
Okay, so Jimmy stands up, and he has a sword tucked into his like pants at the back, and as he pulls it out, yeah, what is this we're doing over here? Oh, a portal! Fascinating! Are we killing it? And he turns, Victor turns, and he just says, "Mind your own fucking business, kid!"
That's not a nice
Skeletor.
word.
My ears.
Skeletor from the Free Man. Portan, I say Portan.
Wait, what did you say?
Skeletor from the Free Man.
The sword leans in really close. Like it's like bending down as Jimmy lets it go, and he says, "Hey kid, I'm gonna eat your skin while you sleep." That you're not gonna have a sassy comeback to that. That's gonna make you, so no, you are a baby. Give me a tough roll.
You stink. I hate you.
You can say that. That's perfectly fine. You just can't say anything funny. Okay, 6 fail. You're still wearing. You're very lucky. You are still wearing the Sunday pajamas because you pissed them.
Grandpa, can I have the Knuckles one now?
He throws them in, and he says, "Actually, you know, can you give me Victor? Victor, can you give me an act under pressure roll?"
Oh lord.
I just realised why I need him to do that. We haven't even moved on with the plot yet. All right, thank God. All right, 10. All right, so he goes. All right, now remember this. Remember the naked spell. You gotta switch this out really quick. We can go on 3, so no one sees your ding dong. All right, 1, 2, 3, and you both do it at the same time. And for a flash, someone sees your bare butt cheeks, and then you're cleaned up, no pee, no mess, and you're in your Knuckles pajamas. And he takes the smelly, piss stained, applesauce stained pajamas, and then he says, I don't want these in here. No. I need everyone that isn't Victor to make and not Jericho, he's out of the room, make a sharp roll, please. Okay. Oh.
Don't see shit.
Oh no. Flebs is immediately out of the way. He's like, nah. I've seen how this goes. Callista, Callie and so Mr. Taylor's out of the way. Callie and James, I'm not gonna say you get hit by them. They come close and the smell is not nice. It is a stinky smell. And it takes you back to recent memories of, when you didn't know how to use the bathroom. And that's not a good feeling. No one likes that smell. Callie, you feel really grossed out. And you kind of get away from it. And James, you actually slash through them with the Grayskull sword instinctively. And then they effectively burn, which spreads the smell around a little bit. And then they're gone. Now,
Jesus.
Dr. Good Doctor comes back in with a very traumatized Jericho branch. He says, okay, he is very tired now. We need to give him more water. He is, I would not want to belittle Jericho. Okay, gang. We have game for you. If you can...
Lay down.
No, you lay down for a moment, Jericho. That's okay. Okay. In this house is bad man. And all of you need to take out the bad man before Masha finds you. If you do this before nap time, you get special prize. Who's in?
What kind of prize?
Roll to manipulate someone. 9. He says, well, is prize that is special to each of you. Think of the bestest thing in the whole world you don't have is here. A special mission to see if all of you are ready for next step. But you might have to ask other friends in the group with you. They've been here much longer. You should introduce yourselves. Because there's still a bunch of kids around that you haven't talked to yet. And sure enough, when you turn around, there's a handful of kids. The first one is a little girl. She's got like a oversized hoodie on, and it's like pulled up and the drawstrings are pulled shut, and she's got like little bandages, and she's drawing on like a little like journal, maybe it's like a kind of a combo Etch-a-Sketch, and she stops when she feels people are looking at her, and she looks over at you, and she says, "Hey, I'm Wendy. I like naps, and I like chocolate milk. Okay, bye." And she just goes straight back to drawing. Not next to her, but like in the other corner, is a little boy with fiery red hair, and he is like greedily drinking from a paint can, he is he's just like, his skin is changing from like white to like a bluish tinge, and it's like blinking, and he's like, "That tickles."
Oh, hey, I'm Payne Gergerson. Nice to meet y'all. I like paint.
And I'm trying to think who else might be there. Oh, who else do you think would be there, gang? You get one more.
I vote Jericho's arsenal.
All right. So you
Isn't Jericho suffering?
at the back.
No.
At the back, at the back is a kid who has got his he's got his back to you. He's staring out at the backyard, and he's like standing on a toy box, and he's got a cape around his neck, and he's got his head bowed, and he says,
My name is not important. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I protect everyone.
Hello, not important.
Is that Ratman?
He turns around and says,
You interrupted my speech, but hi, I'm Babylon. Nice to meet you.
Ratman.
Do you guys like Legos?
Legos?
Yeah.
Like Wagyu?
No, Legos.
Legos.
I like building them. But I also like fidget spinners and Beyblades.
Yeah, that checked.
he spies that you have a fidget spinner, Jericho, and he says,
Oh, that's really cool. Do you want to play sometime?
No.
he he looks very forlorn as you say that, and he says, oh man, you know what? Give me a charm roll. I want to see how harshly you kind of say that. 8. Okay, so it's not overly rude, but he says,
What's your name?
Jericho Blanche.
Well, you know, Jericho Branch. I think it only takes one bad day to reduce the sanest man alive to lunacy. That's how far the world is from where I am. Just one bad day. You had a bad day once, am I right? I know I am. I can tell. You had a bad day and everything changed. Why else would you dress up as that gangsta wizard style? You had a bad day and it drove you as crazy as everybody else. Only you won't admit it. You have to keep pretending that life makes sense. There's some point to all this struggling. You make me sick.
So Flebs, give me a sharp roll real quick. Flebs, you spy that he has a little cutout from a DC comic book of a Joker speech that he has recited from memory.
What's that?
Well,
Babylon?
he's finishing his thing. He's ignoring you for the moment, but he will come to you. And he's walking towards you the entire time you're saying this, Jericho.
I'm saying this?
No, sorry, the entire time he's saying this. Sorry, and but he's got no charm, so it's pretty aggressive. But you can see he is really upset. And he says, without turning around to you, Flebs, he says,
It was my battle speech for when I found my nemesis. I didn't realize I'd find him so soon.
Your speech? You mean that crinkled
What's
up
in the
piece
Mises?
of paper?
Yeah, what's a nemesis?
It's a bad person. It's someone who you really don't like.
Oh.
And I don't like Jericho. He's mean to me. So, from this point on, Jericho, we're not friends.
While he's saying that, Jericho's having an internal monologue, just kind of looking over, what am I saying here? Okay, so he's okay. He's kind of stumpy looking. He's kind of got big teeth. His robe isn't iron. That's kind of sad.
and in the background you're going,
I am vengeance. I am the knight.
And as he's saying that, Jericho pats him on the head. You can be anything you want to be. I'm gonna go over here now.
I'm going over here. I don't want to be over there anyway. I'm going to make the dream team, and it's going to be really cool and special.
I hope it is.
It will be.
And like Wendy is just sighing this whole time, and she catches your attention, Victor. Like she goes, Psst,
Sonic Boy.
and she shows the Etch-a-Sketch, and it's got a really bad drawing. It's got a bad drawing of Babylon, and it just says the word fart next to it. He's dumb.
I can only barely reach our safe. Art.
Yeah. And she just kind of like, she giggles and just hides back under the Etch-a-Sketch. Whereas Paint is just staring, and interestingly, he's like,
Hey, I want some paint.
What?
Paint?
What do you use it for?
Everything. It's kind of my daddy says it's like magic. So
Magic paint?
yeah, you want to try some?
Like eating it?
You can have it poured on you if you don't want to eat it.
I don't know. Paint makes my hands sticky.
Maybe better drinking it then. It tastes good.
What does it taste like?
Magic.
I don't know if I like magic or not. I've never tried magic before. Well, I've never tried eating it.
It's up to you. I think this is a decision you gotta make.
I feel like Callista would walk over to him, and kind of outstretch her hand with one of the dino cookies in it, and says,
You should try putting it on this and see if that's good.
All right. I'm wondering if you should roll this or Paint should roll this. I guess you're trying to convince him. Yeah. So yeah, you give me the roll. So that's a act under pressure roll.
Okay.
We haven't even moved the plot forward yet. Goddamn. Ah, boy. All right. I know what happens.
Damn, I feel that.
All right, gang. All right. You give me a gift.
Great.
The lights go out for just a moment, and bear in mind, Good Doctor's been standing. It's like, hey, where did the lights go? Hey, they go find the breaker box. Hey, Masha chewing the wires. You can see naughty little scamp here. Masha! And he goes off. And in the dark, Callista, you feel, Callie, I should say, you feel kind of sick, kind of icky. It starts in the bottom of your feet, right, the tips of your toesies, and it works its way up into your tummy, and then up into your head. And you feel your body changing. And it's really unsettling because you don't really understand what's going on. And gang, the rest of you, just for a moment, see a flicker of something. I'm wondering... Yeah, let's see all of you guys do a sharp roll. Let's see if you see it. Okay. I chose the wrong time to chew a chewy thing. Okay. Victor and Jericho, you see something for just a minute. It's not great, and it's spooky. Jimmy and Flebs, you see it. And I'm going to need you both to roll a cool roll to see how this affects you. But, alright, Flebs got a 7. Alright, Jimmy. Okay, so Jimmy, you're fine. Or as fine as someone can be. Let me see how it affects Paint. Little baby Paint. My sweet boy. He didn't do anything.
I mean, I didn't
Crazy. No.
I just offered him a cookie.
And now you're about to take his soul.
That's crazy. You just cannot leave this man alone.
I wish.
Yeah, you just can't leave Pain alone.
Shut up.
Wow.
I was sharing.
In every era, in every universe, Callista just...
It is a canon event.
Just got him.
I was trying to be nice.
Alright. You see a bright light hanging overhead. And it illuminates the face of a horrifying fish. And, Jimmy, you're the only one that isn't affected, like, to the point where it scares you when you don't blink, because you're sort of used to creatures in the night. And you know that it's from the dark water, the big bad water, the deep water that the elders said never to go near, because when things go in, they don't come out. And obviously you're grunting, so you can't communicate that you know it's an anglerfish. Flebs, you see it, and because you are a kleptomaniac, you've collected aquarium creatures, and you also know it's an anglerfish. But Flebs has a very big fear, or Mr. Taylor has a big fear of the water. And so on a 7, you don't completely break down, but you are standing there, rooted to the spot, and shivering. Jericho and Victor, can you please give me a cool roll, just so I can see how it affects you? Pain sees it, and he is rooted to the spot. Jericho, Victor, you are both scared, but again, it's more of a momentary lapse of like, ah! And the lights stay off, and Pain backs to the wall. And then the lights come back on, and Callista, or Callie, you don't even know anything's happened. You're still holding up the cookie.
What the? What did you? Scary.
No, it's not. It's a cookie.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Did anyone else see that thing?
And he looks around at all of you.
Yeah, Cowie does too, like, confused.
Yeah, I saw it.
James is gonna walk over and take the cookie out of Callie's hand and eat it. And he's gonna use the sword of Grayskull and point up.
Oh.
I detect something strange in the air.
Oh. Your sword talks.
Something is unusual.
I'm starting to doubt this is the best daycare in the area.
And the head's like pulling the sword down, and he goes near you, Callie, and he's like,
You. There's something unusual about you. Yeah.
No. My mommy and daddy say I'm special, not unusual.
I don't want to make a kid cry, so sure. Let me smash at something, James. Yeah.
What?
And so I'm correct. We're like in a playpen, or we're like.
No, you're at a playpen. You're at a playpen still.
All right, so James will walk over to the side of the playpen and just start smashing it with the sword.
Yeah, cool. It's a powerful sword, but when you smash against the playpen, it's just like a little like boom, boom. Like it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, does nothing. He's like, yes, very good. Destroy. And like you're both just having the time of your life. Yeah, Callie, Paint is very scared of you. And Dr. Good Doctor runs around and he says, "Oh, okay, breaker box is fixed. Kids, are you going to go on adventure? DM is worried about time."
Cowie's like
Why are
frowning.
you spelling
at
it
me.
as?
Wait, sorry, what?
Why are you spelling it as?
Spell.
No, DM.
Oh, that is good. Ah, you're not supposed to hear that. You're clever.
What word
Smart,
is that?
smart boy. I hope you never grow up to kill your uncle.
What?
Yeah, so he's checking to see if you guys are ready to go.
Cowie's just like frowning at Paint, like still kind of confused and a little bit sad as to why he's scared of her, but yeah, she'll look at Dr. Good Doctor and just sort of nod.
Okay. Jimmy?
James will walk back over and and stand beside Callie, and he'll put the Sword of Grayskull away, and just look at Dr. Good Doctor.
We're all staring at him.
Yeah, of course. Jericho?
Can we bring Hoodie Girl and Baby Lawn?
If they want to come. Babylon, do you want to join? Babylon's like,
I am mentally scarred from what I saw. So as long as I'm staying away from her, yes, I would like to come along.
Wendy finishes her drawing, and then like looks at you, Callista, and kind of pockets it, like kind of hides it under her jacket, and she says,
Okay, can I hold someone's hand though? I get nervous.
Jimmy will walk over and take Wendy's hand.
I was really hoping it would be you. I was really hoping it'd be you.
Honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come along.
Pain just nods, but he sidesteps around Callie, and goes to the furthest area, like in the playpen away from her.
I think we're all ready to go.
Okay, kids. You have the whole ground floor and first floor to explore. You just need to find where the bad man is. And oh, look! Now it is nearly nap time. And you look outside, guys, and suddenly the sun has like begun to like set. It's really weird to all of you who don't have a concept of time, but it's getting dark out, and you start to feel very sleepy. Now, I asked you guys what your positive and negative trait was going to be. And at the beginning, I'd like to know what they are, if we could go round.
My positive trait is I love my friends. My negative trait is I want to steal everything.
Okay. So you are going to... So you're going to have to roll cool every time you walk into a room to resist the urge. But if you're defending your friends or helping them out, you are going to have a +1.
Sounds good.
Okay. James?
James's negative effect? So this was supposed to be like if we didn't nap, right?
Yes. This is how long you go now to resist nap time.
Okay, so if James doesn't nap, James would like to rage.
Okay. Now, James raging is a little bit different.
I know. We're gonna get a little temper tantrum.
Yes.
James, I understand.
Okay.
My positive trait is my toughness.
Okay. Agreed. I think that's a very fair point. Very self-explanatory. That's fine. Victor.
Let's see. The positive would be, based on stuff my encounters as a child, high probability of sneaking out of containment.
Sneaking out of containment?
I say this because way back in when I was in California, a toddler, we had this dog door.
Oh no.
My mom says I would always find a way to just sneak the fuck out of there.
Oh my god.
Like that, she put me in like a tall ass and locked like pen, that child-friendly pen.
Okay.
Somehow, she said somehow you would find a way yourself out.
So...
3 separate instances where the police officer had to bring me.
Oh my god, how did you not die?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Well, alright, so... we will have to... So the mechanic will probably be that you keep testing... Maybe you keep testing, portals out and, like, resisting the urge to run into them?
There we go.
Okay. Alright. We will have to figure that out if you do run into them, because I don't know how we figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Jericho. Jericho Blanche.
I'm going to say the positive is probably charm, and for a negative...
Oh, I forgot to say my negative. Negative is complete lack of communication skills. He'll often just say like a single word.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a negative to charm. Okay.
Yep, that gives a charm.
Okay.
And for Jericho's negative, I'm going to say like he has issues like staying focused, kind of like what's happening with Babylon.
Okay. Okay. So how would we?
So it's kind of like being an Arab. So like sometimes when people are talking to him, he just doesn't hear what they're saying.
So a low sharp maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Positive is going to be the charm. All right. Cool. Callie.
Yeah, I think Callie's positive is that she's pretty well spoken, and so she doesn't find it too difficult to talk to adults and also to like be super cute around them to get stuff she wants. But her negative is that she's highly emotional, and so she doesn't nap. She will, similar to James, have kind of an episode, you could say. She's like very, very quick to not just anger or sadness or anything, but just kind of like a lot of emotions. She just is kind of just a little bit volatile.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Okay. All right, gang. So, in that case, you all hold it. Some holding hands, some sidling. Follow Dr. Good Doctor. Rubbing your eyes with a little bit of sleepiness as you go over past the playpen and start the search for the bad man. All right, gang. You go through to this huge... well, it's actually really interesting. You go through an archway, and I guess I think the way we're going to start this, to kind of make this fair, because you're all babies, and now you're all, you realize nap time is coming. So let's have a cool roll first to see how you're feeling, and then I want a sharp roll afterwards. But just do the cool rolls first for me. So Flebs, all right, yeah, you all did really well. Yeah, everyone is feeling good. Jimmy's a little bit cranky. Jimmy got an 8. Everybody else got a complete success. So yeah, Flebs, Mr. Taylor. Gotta get used to that. Mr. Taylor, you are good. You are completely fine. You're spry. Jericho Blanche, completely fine. Callie, completely fine. Victor, completely fine. Jimmy, you're fine. You're just a little bit cranky. Just a little bit. Let's do paint.
Sounds like normal Jimmy.
Yeah, it does sound like normal Jimmy. Paint is completely fine. And last but not least, holding Jimmy's hand for some support, because she's a nervous Nelly. She should be fine, but okay. Wendy's a little bit cranky too. All right, and you guys, give me the sharp roll, please, if you could. And Luce, I'm just going to send you something I need from Midjourney, please, because it's not working.
Whoops. Okay.
If you could do something like that, that'd be great. Okay, so Jericho and Jimmy, you guys got 13 and 10 respectively. You notice it. Victor on an 8, Callista on a 7, and Mr. Taylor on a 9. You kind of do. You pass through an archway, and it's like going from like the dining room to like the living room, and you're all young enough that you don't really understand how like spatial awareness works in terms of like the house operates, but you do know instinctively that something's wrong. Jimmy, you noticed that the wallpaper was originally red, and it's now yellow. You noticed that it was wood flooring mostly in the playpen, and it's now carpet, like a really kind of ugly carpet that reminds you of like your grandpop's house. and it's got like this mothball smell in the air. Jericho, you have this sensation of just old. Like, when you look at Endicott, you're like, I love Endicott, but he's old. And that's kind of the vibe you're getting here. But it also feels like something's watching you. And as you look around, you can't see an end to this area. It feels like it's somewhere you shouldn't be. And the only thing you could equate it to, Jericho, is when you got lost at the carpet store once. And, like, everywhere you looked, it looked the same.
Old. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure it's nothing.
Love that. Jimmy's just gonna... I can't even ask Jimmy's just gonna grunt, so... Does he hold up the sword, perhaps?
No, Jimmy still has the sword in the sheath
Okay.
on his back, so he's just, you know, looking... I don't know. I guess he would just squeeze Wendy's hand a little tighter.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, because we're still walking, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'd say you walk for a little bit until, like, you feel the need to stop, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll just squeeze Wendy's hand a little tighter, and we'll keep walking.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You turn around, and the way you came is gone, and now you're sort of just in the middle of this big yellow, like, hallway. It just looks unusual. What would you like to do? Thank you.
Jericho roll use magic.
Ooh, yes, thank you. Yeah, I've got a picture for you, gang. And wow, that is perfect, Luce. Thank you. You can use magic, but it's not gonna. Well, I bet you anything. You just got a 10. I was gonna say you. Oh no, you got a 5. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. You're a baby. You're a toddler. Yeah, Jericho. What was the kind of magic you wanted to do?
Kind of funny enough. I'm just gonna have Jericho keep walking and use magic to be able to kind of seamlessly walk on the wall and then on the ceiling. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, no. So that's what you guys see. You do that, Jericho, and your hands are still magic because like you've imbued your feet and hands, right? And you put one of them on a dilapidated, old, broken armchair. And when you do, it shudders, and it creaks, and it smiles at you. And you just hear this. What would you like to do?
Jericho will kind of like say at the chair very loudly, "Are you sleeping?"
Are you talking to it?
Attempting to. The snoring is coming like from, or the sounds are coming from the chair, right?
So you think it's snoring? Okay. I guess try charm. You're not gonna have an advantage because you just failed your magic roll, but because this is a consequence. Okay, so 12 is fine. The consequence is that this thing was not snoring; it was growling, and it licks its lips with this weird like cushion appendage and says,
I wasn't expecting visitors. Run.
and
I don't like that chair.
it is it begins to rise, and the stalks in the chair are beginning to jut out of the floor, and it is towering over you.
Damn, the wind chair is just towering over us? That's crazy.
Are you the devil?
So to be clear, you're gonna keep talking to this thing. Okay. Victor,
That was Victor that talked.
Victor, give me a act under pressure roll. Okay. You can ask this question, Victor, but it's gonna have a consequence. It tilts its head to the side, almost like it's curious at your question. And it sniffs you and says,
Pretty cure, Mendoza.
That's my grandpa.
I ate your grandpa.
and it opens its mouth, and you see, which is going to be very scarring for a 3-year-old. You see a skeleton wearing a pretty cure outfit, with the same glasses, and from the depths of this thing's mouth, you hear a and you piss yourself.
Oh no.
Well, Victor wanted to ask a question to a creature that wants to kill it. He got the answer, and the consequence is he's pissed himself. Do you start?
I don't like this place anymore.
Do you guys start running?
Let's leave.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Jimmy?
Yep.
James? I need the grunt. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I'll pull Wendy along behind me.
Okay. Yeah, those two are not saying much at the moment. All right, so yeah, you start running, and yeah, that's some big spooky shit right there. So okay, yeah, you begin running, and it's not good, my friend, not good. Okay. Let me think about this. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, it's a hallway, right?
Correct. It's a long hallway. Yes.
Is the end getting closer as we're running towards it?
Good question.
Doors on both sides of the hallway.
Why don't you guys give me a shot roll and let's find out together.
Like all of us, or just
Oh, I already did mine, so.
yeah, it's all.
I love that, by the way, Jimmy. Love that. Okay. Yeah. Jimmy, you are too focused on looking after Wendy. Yeah, Flebs, you see a pink sparkly door to the left. Callista, or Callie, you see a door with a skull over it to the right. Jericho, you are a lot more scared than you're letting on as you run away from this thing that is chasing you down. Victor, you are. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you haven't done your shot roll. Give me a shot roll, bud. You are at a bit of a disadvantage. You're running and you're. Wow. Okay. Well, all right. Victor, you actually create a portal and just jump through it.
Grandpa.
Yeah, that's all everyone hears. That's all everybody hears before it shuts. Grandpa! And we'll have you come back in a second. What do you guys do? You've got 2 doors.
Callista would go for the skull door because skulls to her are good things because they mean.
Do you tell? I was gonna say, do you shout anything to the group? Like, do you tell them?
She would probably just say, like she would probably turn to it and try to. Is the handle like within?
It's a push door.
Oh, okay. Then she'd just kind of like try to put all her weight into pushing it open and say,
Let's go this way.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Huh?
"Wait, what?"
What?
Anyway.
That's how I sound.
Oh. Okay.
We gonna go?
Oh, I was pushing the whole time. You want pushing the whole time? That's weird.
Yeah.
So you're all following Callista.
Yes.
Correct.
Jericho is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dumbledore.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You go through. And you're in a white field. And Victor jumps back through, and he's now wearing Robotnik pajamas. And he's got a
No, shadow. No, shadow.
shadow. I don't know. I don't know if I should give you that.
What?
Would there really be shadow? No, this is baby. Even Mendoza wouldn't have had shadow. Wasn't a thing when you were little. How about this? If you
left us.
If you ruin another one, set your pajamas, I'll let you have shadow. But for now, they're Robotnik.
Alright.
Actually, no. You know what? All right. No. How about this? No, they're big.
Eggman.
They're Big the Cat. They're Big the Cat pajamas.
No.
Froggy, where are you? Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. You jump back through. Sorry, Jericho. What did you say?
Oh, Jericho speaking to Vic. He's like, you get the cheer monster all mad at us and you leave. What's wrong with you? And also, why aren't you potty trained?
Yeah, you smell like pee-pee.
Callista is closing the door, by the way.
Yeah, Victor. Victor, are you just gonna let them talk smack on you?
Well, everybody's traumatized after seeing
That's fair. Yeah,
cure,
he
so
basically
I'm
says
gonna let
nothing.
them-
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna let them have this.
Okay.
W.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the white field area, and there is a lake not far from where you are with a single hollow tree, and a tall individual is throwing a big sharp blade back and forth with their back to you. Since it's a new room, roll cool, please. Everyone but Callista. Okay. Flebs, you are very, very scared. Jimmy, you do not like being here. This is a very spooky place. Victor, you're okay. You're just a little bit traumatized still. Jericho, you're just waiting to see how it plays out on both you getting an 8.
I thought that meant I was gonna steal something.
This one is to keep your constitution. There's nothing to steal in here.
Oh, okay.
This is literally an empty room. But I see what you're saying. No, this time so I'll let you know when it's a nap roll. This is just to see if you're scared of what you see, and most of you are. But Callie, you're not.
Yeah, she would kind of like, after closing the door, she turns around and she cheerfully beckons to everybody, and she's like,
Come on, let's go.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of bad weird.
Bad weird.
I don't know.
No, it's okay.
I'm scared, but okay.
But okay. Oh, yeah, but okay.
Callista remembers what Muldoon told her before she went in, and she I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea or not, but she summons the scythe from her pocket dimension, and she says,
Look, I can protect you.
Where did that come from?
I feel a little better.
You do?
Yeah, she's got a knife.
You or
not
something else, Mr. Taylor?
It's not a knife, it's a scythe.
Oh, sorry.
I got it from my mommy.
Just now?
No. That just now it came from my pocket.
Oh, deep pockets.
Come on, let's go.
Remember, you don't have to go if you don't feel that comfortable with it.
Let's go. I think everything's gonna be just fine.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a good feeling about this.
Jericho looks to James, Wendy, and oh fuck, it's Babylon still with us.
Yeah, he's still with you. He's still with you.
Babylon in pain.
Yeah, they're just. I'm not gonna do their voice. If I do them in every scene, this is gonna take so long.
We're just gonna assume they're with us, unless
see.
stated otherwise.
If you talk to them, they'll respond, but I'm not gonna have them speak in every scene.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Understandable.
At this point, James.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of bad weird.
Bad weird.
I don't know.
No, it's okay.
I'm scared, but okay.
but okay. Oh, yeah, but okay.
Callista remembers what Muldoon told her before she went in, and she I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea or not, but she summons the scythe from her pocket dimension, and she says,
Look, I can protect you.
Where did that come from?
I feel a little better.
You do?
Yeah, she's got a knife.
You or
Not
something
a-
else, Mr. Taylor?
It's not a knife, it's a scythe.
Oh, sorry.
I got it from my mommy.
Just now?
No. That just now it came from my pocket.
Oh, deep pockets.
Come on, let's go.
Remember, you don't have to go if you don't feel comfortable with it.
Let's go. I think everything's gonna be just fine.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a good feeling about this.
Jericho looks to James, Wendy, and oh fuck, it's Babylon still with us.
Yeah, he's still with you. He's still with you.
Babylon in pain.
Yeah, they're just. I'm not gonna do their voice. If I do them in every scene, this is gonna take so long.
we're just gonna assume they're with us, unless
see.
stated otherwise.
If you talk to them, they'll respond, but I'm not gonna have them speak in every scene.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Understandable.
At this point, James is hiding behind Wendy, like peeking over her shoulder.
That's fair. Yeah. She's like, it's okay. It's all right. We'll go slowly. Okay.
Callista spreads out her wings and holds up the scythe and says,
Don't worry. I'll lead the way. I can protect you.
Okay. You. All right, Callista. Tell me how this looks. Tell me what you do.
she will turn around, and again, she holds up the scythe, and she just has a look of just determination on her face as she just sort of just starts walking. But she's holding herself very confidently. She's like,
I am a deputy. I
Okay.
can lead the way.
All right. Yeah, you start getting closer as this figure is doing something by the water. Do you say anything when you get within earshot?
yeah, I think as she approaches, she would say,
Hello. My name is Callista, but you can call me Callie. Do you want to be my friend?
Yeah, give me a charm roll +1. Okay. The figure turns around and it is a very tall woman, skeletal, and literally full on skeleton. And probably again a little bit spooky. She sees that there's children and her face immediately switches like pulling on a veil, and you see it's a lady, an older lady, old to you, but like I don't know, like late 20s. She's wearing skull candy makeup, and she kneels down and holds her arms open and says, "Oh, I thought I already was one of your friends, Callie."
Hi, Mom.
And Callie runs over and gets a big hug, and this lady puts her head to Callie's and says, "Have you been a good girl today?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you made many friends? Are these all your friends behind you?"
I don't know. I haven't asked them yet.
"Well, no time like the present, sweetie. You might not get another chance."
Callie like leans up toward Lady Death and kind of does that like whisper that's not really a good whisper because she's a kid, and she's like,
I think they're scared of me.
Scared of you? Why would they be scared of you?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I was trying to be nice.
Okay. Hang on a moment. And she casts a bubble around your head, Callista. Doesn't hurt. It just, you can't hear anything. And she puts a finger to her lips. It's to say like just give me a minute. And she turns around and smiles at all of you and says, "Hi kids. I'm Callie's mom. I don't know an appropriate name for kids. You can call me the lady. Callie says that she tried to make friends with you, but you're all scared of her. Do you know why?"
Jericho raises his hand.
"Oh, hi, sweetie. Go ahead."
She talks in a super soft voice, but has like big sides and wings and stuff. Also, did you say you're her mom?
Yeah, I'm her mom.
Jericho pulls out like his little notepad and.
You can call me the lady. Lady.
Okay, lady.
Callie has wings because she's special, guys. And the scythe is, well, if you've seen, I mean, it's like mine. I'm sure some of you have parents or guardians who go to work and you want to be just like them, right?
Yes.
Wow, you have a deep voice for a 3-year-old.
Not really.
Thank you.
Do you want to take a seat right over here?
Jericho raises his hand again.
All right.
Sorry. Yes, Jericho.
Are you a cop? I'm not hearing a no.
Broken Trevin.
Yeah.
"You're broken."
She kind of tilts her head and says, "Oh, you're Endicott's boy, aren't you?"
Federal agent?
No, I'm not a federal agent, sweetheart. I am. Okay.
Private investigator.
Jericho, have you ever had a pet that died?
No.
Really? Okay. Does Jericho understand death? Being a spell slinger.
At this age, I'll say probably not.
Okay. She kind of thinks and says, "No, I'm not any of that, sweetheart. I'm a bit apart from the law. I don't get involved with it." But but Jericho, you said, and your little friend here said, you have people you want to be just like. Well, Callie's like that. Callie wants to be just like me. And I know that it's a little bit different, and different can be scary, but I'm sure all of you have something about you that's different, right?
I don't mean to
Maybe.
be well, but I'm noticing an inconsistency.
Sweetheart, I don't think you know what that word means.
Well, she called herself a deputy, and next to my list of words that are synonym for cop, deputy is one of them.
Oh, dear. Okay. That'll be her daddy. You see, Jericho, her daddy's a policeman, but she's not a policeman. She will never be a policeman. Now, Callie really wants to make friends with you. And do you think you could keep that bit a secret and be friends with her? For me? I consider it a big
I think
favor.
she knows her dad's a policeman.
No. As in, keep it a secret that you know that. That don't let the cop bit stop you being her friend. She's really nice.
Okay. I was kind of like 5 feet away from her earlier today when I get the whole cop drop-off thing, so maybe... okay.
I don't think she sweetheart. I don't think she notices. She's a very bright little girl, but she's like a bit like a bird. She isn't always. She's very focused on one thing.
Cowie's in the back, like swinging her
Yeah.
safe around.
Oh yeah.
Giggling in the bubble.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna take you down as cop adjacent.
We really need to talk. That's okay, sweetie. We're gonna have a talk with Endicott about what he's teaching you. I'm a little bit worried you're gonna get put on a watch list before you're 5. Okay. Anybody
And the
else?
crowd says, "I know my whites."
You know your whites. Well, probably a good thing, dear. There's a lot of them, and they're not very fond of dissidents.
I know my second on win-win. He pulls out the little pop gun pistol.
Oh, you're adorable.
Nice.
Any of the rest of you to move the bit along so that we have time for the ending?
You want us to be your friend?
I would very much appreciate it if you could be.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Is there a reason you dropped the baby voice and went for full-on Mr.
No,
Flebs?
I was talking normally and I coughed. And now this is what I sound like.
Mr. Taylor went through puberty at 3 years old.
I don't like that.
Is there a problem, ma'am?
No, you're not talking like that. No, you're not. No, it's not full sentences as well now. No. God.
Hey, lady, are you judging Mr. Taylor?
Oh, okay. We're going to move. All right. So you're all going to be friends with Callista, and hold on. And she takes the bubble off of Callie. Says, Callie, sweetie, how did you get here? Mommy's at work right now.
Oh, right. Well, we found a very scary hallway because we're looking for the bad man.
Oh.
I found a door with a skull on it, and I went through it with everybody else, and now we're here.
Okay, sweetie. That's not how you normally find a place, but I guess Daddy's picked out a very strange daycare for you. You need to go back now. I'll be having a talk with your father, and we'll all go out later. Remember, Callie, we talked about if you get scared, don't let that bad feeling overtake you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, honey. And she gives you a kiss, and she presses her top of the head to yours. Give me a weird roll, Callista. 12. You get a flash of images. It is a very young Callista, probably about 12 or 13, being led down a long sterile hallway, similar to the one you just walked down, but without decay on it. And you look up, and there are 2 people on holding either of your hands. You can't see their faces, but you get the impression you're close to them. And they lead you into a room with several people standing around in hoods in a circular formation. and in the center are 2 children, babies, and they are screaming and crying, and the 2 people look down at you, and you can see the malice on their faces, even though you can't see their expressions, and they smile and tap you forward. And when you hesitate, someone from the crowd, maybe one of the 2 of them, you don't know, hits you in the back of the neck, and you begin to twist and turn into a monster. And you don't remember anything after that. But when you reawaken, there is blood everywhere, and a portal is in the place of the babies. And when you pull away, you barely remember it. Like it's like a fleeting memory.
Cool. Callie will like just kind of look a little confused, but blink it away, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, sweetie. Be good, and remember, if anyone ever talks mean to you or tries to hurt you, you have my blessing to kick him in the tinkle dink. All right?
Okay.
Okay, honey.
Thanks, Mom.
And yeah, you guys go back the way you came, back into the main hallway.
So we're just going back into the main hallway with the monster.
Where the monster chair is.
Well,
why did we not tell that to your mom?
Yeah, wait. I feel like Callie would kind of stop and be like,
Oh yeah.
and she'll turn around and be like,
Mom, there's a scary chair in the hallway too. What can I use my scythe on it? How do you get rid of a chair?
Oh. Okay, kids. Do me a favor. Stand back for a moment. And she glides past you and opens the door and says, "Stay here until I come back." And she shuts the door, and you hear some horrific screaming and like slashing noises. And when she comes back through, her dress is stained, and it's covered in like chair upholstery. And she says, "Okay, problem solved. You can go through now."
Thanks, Mom. I love you.
I love you too, sweetie. Remember, you're in a memory hallway, so don't get... And you shut the door.
I'm gonna miss
Okay.
that chair.
Okay, let's go.
Tried to
Miss
kill
that
us.
chair.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, I'm back.
Alright. Alright, you're back in the hallway, gang.
Okay, let's go find the bad man.
Alright.
Let's go.
I wonder how many chairs are in this hallway.
Only one way to find out. Alright.
Who was that supposed
yeah, what was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
We hear a disembodied voice on the horizon.
Yeah, I was just, yeah.
Narrator?
Alright, so what do you want to do, gang?
So there's still the sparkle door, and then just walking down the hallway itself. Right?
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, let me know what you want to do.
Someone else's mom could be behind the sparkle door.
Yeah, I like these doors. But we're not looking for moms. We're looking for bad man.
You know, a mom could be a bad man. You know, I was thinking about this. Like, because he's like a bad man doesn't mean he's like a man. I mean, I think the chair was a bad man.
Oh, maybe we already found the bad man.
I
Good
thought
point.
about
But
that.
how will we know?
He's having a very deep thought right now.
Callista gets bored and starts walking down
Yeah.
the hallway.
Yeah, she's gone. Yeah.
Intensifies.
Jericho just stands on his own.
Everybody's just walking past him.
What would is this a what would Endicott do moment? Are you like thinking what Endicott's advice would be? You can roll for that and see if he's thought about what you would do.
He starts spinning. He starts spinning them off. What would Endicott?
All right, give me a sharp roll. See if you remember. Okay, 12. Yeah, he says, "Well, Jericho, remember, if you're ever lost in a strange world where there's multiple doors, do what Endicott would do. You kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was, 'Papa, don't hit me no more.' Yes, exactly. Good boy. Go around, kick in every door. On your mark, get set when I spark. You're wet. Look how dark it get when you're marked for death. You've learned well, my child. Next, we move on to Tupac.
Tupac.
And don't forget, we got to watch Arthur later. And then... Go on.
So yeah, Jericho just kind of raised himself, fixes his hat, and then like gets like a little like fireball ready in his head before going through the sparkle door.
Yep. All right. Give me a tough roll.
Tough is the one thing I don't have. Like fucking.
That's okay. You can always ask someone for help.
No, well, it's the only thing I don't have. Like shortcut it on my roll 20.
Damn, y'all got shortcuts. Okay, 7. I think you're gonna need someone else to help you with that. On a 7, it's not enough.
Does Jericho Blanche remember anybody's name?
Jericho Blanche never introduced me.
This is where this comes back to bite you.
Friends. That'll do it.
Callista was already walking down the hallway, but she stops and turns to look back, hopefully.
I think we should kick in this door, and then I'll tell you what to do after that.
Okay.
That's one okay. That's more than 0.
Okay. Does that mean we're friends?
His eyes kind of narrow. Yeah.
Okay.
She comes back over. Happily.
Also, my name is Jericho. Jericho.
So, did anyone else hear that?
Yeah, that's my text alert. So,
I do not like hearing that when little Jericho Branch is trying to introduce himself. Because you paused and you're like, my name's Jericho. Jericho. Branch. I can't. That is the most that is the most. I've got my headphones turned up very high. That is the worst thing I have ever heard in this game. 300 hours we've done this now.
The worst.
That is the worst.
And he pronounced his R's correctly.
Yeah, he certainly does, because I go to Pornhub. Wow. I actually got out of my chair and started walking around, because I actually might have to mute that in post. Because I genuinely think it would get the video taken down.
You gotta introduce yourself again.
More likely.
Of all the people, you know what? You know, other text messages like ding, da 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 da, sky high, and then shoo, the fucking Pornhub sound. And the thing is, I know you well enough, Jericho Branch. You put that on just to see who turns around when they hear it in a public space. Yeah. You ain't slick. You ain't fucking slick. So you play that on a D&D one, and then the first thing you say to me is, "Now, what do you know about that?" You aren't slick. You are not slick. Fuck you.
It's like to ask that question. Like, oh,
awful.
You're judging me. You know where it's from.
I'm not judging. No, it's not the judging. It's that little.
It's about the generalization.
Little Jericho. No, it's little Jericho Branch. Little sweet apple cheeks Jericho Branch. and then that comes in. I do not like that link.
That's why I paused because I mid sentence it jingled. And I was like, oh.
You shouldn't. No. You should have. What you should have done is talked over it. That's what you should have done. You don't pause to give it a clean take on the mic.
Because I looked down and started reading it. It got my attention.
Oh my! No! You knew. You were like, this is comedy gold. This is comedy gold. You did some of the best.
My literal jaw drop while I'm holding my push to talk button. And I hear the fucking jingle go off. Oh fuck! And I'm still holding the button now. Oh fuck!
That is the podcast equivalent of farting during church when everyone's praying.
He said Jericho.
Jericho.
So I don't know how many people will be listening by the time this comes out, but if we have someone maintaining the wiki, let it be known it's Jericho Pornhub logo sound branch.
I'm assuming we're cutting that whole thing out.
You could just call me Trevin at that point.
No. This is the house that we're building on shaky foundations. And we're gonna move on, and we're not repeating that scene. No, we're gonna leave that as is. That sound echoed through the hallways, and no one knows. Yep, no one knows, and that's it. We're not talking about it. We're moving on.
Shit, we can spin in a narrative way.
Nope. I'm not touching that with the temper barge pole.
Awesome. We're all introduced. Jericho knows everyone's name. Awesome. We're gonna move right past
it.
So door?
Okay. We all introduce ourselves.
Oh, that was cast. All right. So, who is gonna help you with the door?
I mean, I will.
Okay.
All my new friends, all of them.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
I was just thinking, as they're talking and introducing themselves, James is just gonna walk over and, do the little kid kick at the door.
Okay.
Kick it open.
All right. Give me a kick some ass. Wow. You kick the door, Jimmy, and James. You kick the door, and you hear your sword go.
Yeah, put me in the side of the door and then kick me.
He wants the hilt of the sword to be on the outside, like you slit the blade through the side of the door and kick it.
Oh,
God. When Jimmy does that, you hear yeah, and then the door bursts open. And as you go through, I need a fresh cool roll to see how you're all doing with nap time. All right. Okay, 8 for Flebs, 9 for Jericho, 8 for Jimmy, 13 for Callista. Mr. Mendoza, an 8. All right, no, not bad, gang, not bad. All right, you're all okay. You're all getting mixed now, though, which means you're all getting a little bit sleepy. I'm gonna start seeing some -1s coming around now, I think. Okay, you go into this room, and it is it is a room full of lots and lots of big screens. And there's like a big panel with like all these weird buttons on it. It looks like it's showing videos of all the other rooms in this weird place you're in. What would you like to do?
First thing when Jericho was like entering the room, when he passes by James, he says, "You're in the running to be my new best friend. You're in first place right now. Thank you." And he continue, and then he just kind of starts looking at them at all the cool lights.
Did you say screens? Is that what
I did. Yes, they're like television screens.
Yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say. So Callista's like,
Is this TV?
I love TV.
And the cut says, "Don't watch CNN."
He says it's fake news.
You did it, fake news.
I'm not having Endicott get his info from InfoWars, but he definitely doesn't like mainstream media.
They are the voices of the bourgeoisie to keep the working class down.
Attaboy. There we go.
I don't know what that means.
The
but
first
I
book
like
Jericho
it.
Branch ever read was The Marxist Revolution. The second thing Jericho Branch was ever given was 12 years a slave.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Okay.
No, because literally Endicott would want to make sure Jericho knows exactly how fucked this world is. Like the moment Jericho could comprehend it, he would not hold
It's
back.
not recommended reading.
Neither is giving a 3-year-old the Marxist revolution. He'd be like, this is communism, this is socialism, the bourgeoisie, this is horrifying racism. This is why you need to do 1 and 2.
Oh my boy, you done reading? Are you done reading 12 Years a Slave? Yes. Good. Now we're gonna watch Passion of the Christ.
Very
Somebody
good.
Really needs to do a wellness check on it.
very good. We're going to watch The Boy in Striped Pajamas. And after we're done with that,
Pajamas.
and after that we're going to watch The Grave of the Fireflies.
I'm kind of like a firefly. I'm a moth.
You will wish you were a firefly by the end of this movie, my boy, and you'll probably hate America in the process.
Okay.
I don't think this is a good environment to raise a child.
Wow, did I just get a clean, deep wow. Wow. Hey, 3 to 10,000 listeners out there. Victor's really bored. Just want to let you guys know that. Victor is really bored.
It's 9 o'clock, baby.
And he just wants you all to know that it's very late and he's very sleepy, even though we run this at the same time every week. But
Well, excuse me.
Victor still does not understand the meaning of good professional audio yet. Bless him. He's getting there. He's getting there.
Okay, I feel as though if I did it, this would lose some of its spice. Like some of the soul would just be sucked away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. All right. No, we're moving on. We haven't got time. All right, you're in a room with a bunch of screens.
What's on the screens?
I mean, you're gonna have to roll for that, my guy.
I'll roll for that too.
Yeah, roll. See what's on the screens.
Is that
sharp? Or is it just normal screens? Or magic screens?
I'm not, guys. You are very deep into this campaign. I am not telling you what roll. Like you should know the rolls.
That's a genuine question. Okay, I'm
sharp.
Yeah, I think it's
All right.
short.
Yeah, it is a sharp roll. All right, Jericho. The screens hurt your eyes, and you get a glimpse of Fox News, and you instinctively turn away. No, bad Tucker Carlson, get away from me, Tucker. You've been conditioned to scream "child predator" at Tucker Carlson anytime he comes on the screen. Yeah. His strange little features scare you. All you know about him is he's a bad man and he loves the M&M lady. Callista, getting a 12 is perfect. Is this the time to do it? I think this is the time to do it. Okay.
Oh God.
All right. Callista. While you're looking in this room, the scene shifts for a moment. And you are not a baby. You are standing on the precipice of a great mountaintop. Around you is an endless void with just a few blinking stars. When you look down, you see an innumerable amount of corpses. When you look around you, you see 7 individuals. Chief among them, walking towards you, is Amos. And it's like you're having an out-of-body experience because as you try to speak, you can't. And he mouths something to you that you do not hear. And he turns to the side, and you see the All-Mother. And she gives you this really strange look. And she gestures to all the hooded individuals there. And she walks towards you and kisses you on the forehead. And it's at this moment you realize you are covered in blood. Head to toe. And she says, "It's all for you, my daughter." And the screen flashes back. And you are back in this room, and now the screens are displaying a big shadowy man. He's very scary. And he is crawling from screen to screen. And you sense that he is coming towards you. You don't know how you know that, but you feel like he's coming to you. What would you like to do?
Callie. Does she doesn't remember? Is it like last time where she doesn't really remember?
Nope. She has no idea. No idea.
So she holds up her scythe and spreads her wings again, and says, and they kind of like flap anxiously, and she says,
I think that's the bad man.
The devil?
Maybe?
What do you guys want to do?
Does he have anything on him that I can steal?
I mean, Flebs, you've seen him run. What kind of question is it? You've seen him running across a screen, my guy. How would you know that?
I don't know. I guess we run into him.
I can't. I'm not going to give you foresight for the future. You haven't been there yet. What do you mean? You're a 3-year-old.
I think Flebs is what really wants to steal something.
No, I mean, Flebs, you can. Okay. You can steal something in this room if you want to roll for that, but you can't steal from someone you haven't met and are not anywhere near right now.
Well, I figured we'd run into him.
Yeah, but even then, like, I'm not gonna let you're gonna have to do that when you get there, my man. But for this room, you can definitely roll. So yeah, give me a cool roll. Let's see if you resist. Okay, you kind of resist, but it depends what's in the room. So now do a sharp roll. Okay, 10. Yeah, you see that there is a pair of really nice walkie-talkies. But you can only take one.
I'm gonna take this.
All right. So you got a nice walkie-talkie. I'm gonna say you strap it to Nap. So like you put it in his overalls, or you can put it in your juju bag, whichever one. It's up to you.
No, Nap is perfect.
Okay. All right. Anyone else want to do anything, or do you want to start moving?
We're supposed to stop the bad man. Does anyone know how to stop a bad man?
I just pour paint on him. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, take across and can't take all of us at the same time.
All right. Well, you see it's gone to the main hallway that is, like, you were running down. There's a clearing at the end of it. And that is where this thing is running to.
Oh, so there is an end of the hallway?
Not an end. There's like just a large there's a large opening area that now you can see.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you come out of that door again and you look further down, you'll have to run, but, like, you'll be able to get there.
Well, I guess we're gonna go then, right? He's scary, but we're supposed to stop him, so...
I'm down for the pursuit.
What
Plus,
does
I want the
what
prize.
does stop mean? Like kill?
You're not going to have a concept of
kill
killing.
this guy?
You're 3. No.
You gotta hit him hard.
Yeah, there we go. If Flebs at 3 knows kill, I would be so upset. I think the only one who would know how to kill is Jericho, and that's because Endicott just does not filter around Jericho Branch. But I don't like the idea. I think Flebs is a little bit more innocent than that.
Yeah, except we did just confirm that Jericho knows nothing about death, so he doesn't.
That's actually a fair point. Yeah, none of you. Yeah. I don't, because I think Flebs being 3 and knowing about death would imply he might be a serial killer, and yeah.
Yeah, let's beat him until he stops moving.
I know about death, but maybe not killing.
Okay.
I don't even know if they're related.
Well, let's go get him before he escapes. We have
Let's
to
do
get
it.
him before nap time.
Yeah, we won't get the prize.
Oh yeah, the prize!
I
Come
love
on.
stuff.
Come on, let's go.
Jericho run out of the room.
Okay.
Yeah, Callista will like fly. Like she's flying a few inches above the ground. She can't fly very high, but she can fly a little bit.
All right. Yeah, you're like doing a little race off the ground.
She's just hovering. Basically.
Yeah, it's adorable. Yeah, you go down towards this clearing, and there's this huge like shadowy monster, and like I forgot about Capri because he's been so quiet. But like he's just beeping and like whirring around you, Callista, and like he does not like that you're going near it at all.
Capri, it's gonna be okay. We have to stop him.
He is not cool with it, but he can't exactly stop you, so he just kind of like stays defensively near you. That's about all he can do.
This is a fun game.
He looks very sad. Okay. All right, gang. Well, this creature is crawling up and around the walls. It's very spooky. New room. New cool, please.
I knew my luck was gonna run out.
Okay.
I knew my luck
All
was
right.
gonna run out.
All right, gang. For the rest of you, you see your cubbies. Your cubbies are just to the right. Jimmy, you are now beginning to struggle. But if you want to go to your cubbies, now is the time to grab something from them.
Fucking go.
Wow, language, baby Victor. Callista, yeah. You take a step forward, and something shifts in you, and you begin to feel. You feel that it's a big feeling. It's a very big feeling. And you actually go over to your cubby. And you're looking at your bunny. I forget the name of your bunny. What was it?
Remy.
You're looking at Remy, and you're trying to hold Remy, but you can't pick them up. There's something in your hands that's making you scared, but also angry. It feels like you're overheating, and it's not a good feeling, Callie. And you don't really understand it. And that's going to have an effect. But if you want to pick up Remy and give him a cuddle, like you can, just to kind of soothe you. But on a 5 for that cool roll, that's going to have an impact soon.
Okay. Yeah, I think as soon as she's able to pick him up, she would.
Mm-hmm.
And just sort of pout. Like,
Yeah.
She would just sort of like, yeah, she's just pouting as she hugs him.
And this shadowy thing is waiting at the back end of the room. It's like perched in a corner watching all of you. It's not attacking you. And because you're children, you don't understand how fighting works. You're all just taking your time with the cubby.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, I need to get ready.
We're just excited to have our items back.
Yeah. So you're cuddling Remy and you're pouting. James, what are you doing?
James will collect his blanket
Yep.
and tie it around his neck like a cape,
Yep.
and he will wait for everyone else to get ready, I guess.
Okay. Do you do that thing you mentioned, or are you going to do that in a minute?
I'm going to do that in a minute
Okay.
once the action starts.
All right. Jericho Blanche.
Jericho will take out the pop gun
Mm-hmm.
and with the hand that's not holding the gun, they kind of grass and pull out the barrel of it.
Mm.
So now it looks so it's kind of just transmuted to like more of a stick,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll like point the tip of it towards his little fidget bracelet, where the moth will come off of it and attach itself to like his like kind of new like little wizard wand.
Mm. Love that. Okay. Okay. All right. Flebs, Mr. Taylor.
Is there anything in my cubby?
Your juju bag.
I'll take it.
Okay. Is there anything in there you want to grab? Anything that you think's gonna be helpful, or?
I don't know. I don't know what's in it. I'll just wait for
Yeah.
the right moment. So
Okay.
I can grab whatever I need.
Okay. All right. And last but by no means least, Sleepy Mendoza.
Alright, let's see. For my cubby, I would. Let's see. Is there any limit to what I can take?
Just what's relevant, really.
I'll take the Boo Boo keys and the Sonic plush.
All right. So you're gonna have a better. So your Sonic plush and Bubiki is gonna help you sort of keep your cool. And yeah. All right, gang. With that, you make your way over to the bad man. Okay. Yeah, you guys. Let's get some good. Let's see if we got. I'm trying to think what I could put in. Lullaby. Battle music. There must be something like that. Oh, it's something called Mephisto's Lullaby, but I doubt that's it. All right, you know what? We'll go with this. That's fine. All right. Yeah, you guys run up to the bad man. Do you say anything cool in your toddler mindsets?
You're bad.
Ooh. Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
In the door, waving the 4-4.
Jimmy's just Jimmy. Actually, no, wait for you, Jimmy. Hold on.
No.
Callie.
Yeah, she'd hold up her scythe and say,
You are interrupting our nap time.
Okay. And Jimmy, last but not least.
As James runs up, he'll stop and he'll draw the sword of Grayskull.
Yeah.
He'll hold it up and he will say, I have the power.
Yeah, he has the power.
And what happens, Jimmy? James.
And now little James turns into a tiny little Sasquatch.
All right, gang. The bad man. So Paint has stayed back. And so has Babylon. Wendy. Actually, I think all three of them are not really capable of fighting. They're just kind of hiding back at the cubbies. So you're not really paying attention because I just don't think it's a mechanic I want to add in here. But they are just terrified. All right, gang. Give me your initiative. So let's see those sharp rolls. Okay.
Oh, I thought I rolled the 4. Holy shit.
All right. Our order, as usual. Jericho Branch at number 1. If you could put this in the chat, please. Jimmy or James at number 2. The Bad Man at number 3. Flebs, Mr. Taylor at number 4. Victor at number 5. And Callie running things out at number 6. And we'll do a re-roll after this. All right. What is Jericho Branch going to do?
That's a good question. I think Jericho Branch would cast a lightning bolt, but it would be like not an actual lightning bolt. It would be like a cartoony, badly drawn lightning bolt that like they throw.
Yeah. It'd be like a little sparky one. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Give me a roll. And you. Okay. 8. Yeah. That's gonna work. It's gonna have a backfire. What would you like? Because I believe when we do magic rolls, wow, it really shows that we've taken a little bit of time off the game. Effects glitches. Yeah, so there's an effect and a glitch. So the effect, inflict 1 harm, enchant a weapon, Do one thing that is beyond human limitations. Bar a place or portal to a specific person. Trap a person, minion or monster. Banish a spirit. Or curse from the person, object, or place of habit. Summon a monster into the world. Communicate with something that you do not share a language with. Observe another place or time. Heal 1 harm from an injury. And then we'll do the glitches after. So what do you want the effect to be?
I'll do. Can I still use combat magic as
Yeah.
in this one shot?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going further down. Going to do like a lightning missile. So it's just going to be a plus. It's going to be a +1 for the type, and then also just like a +1 for the actual effect of the spell.
Okay, so that would be how much harm? 2 or 3?
It would be it'll be 3 since it's just
3 harm.
already combat magic.
All right, yeah. So how do you do this?
Jericho Branch waves his wand around like in a circle and says lightning bolt, and then a giant like badly drawn like lightning bolt like just drops off of the Batman.
It arcs up the body of the bad man and it stuns him. And the shadowy features he just screams out. But yeah, well done. And what's the glitch? So, the effect is weakened, the effect is of short duration, you take 1 harm, ignore armor, the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention or has a problematic side effect.
I'll take 1 harm, so like it has like
Yeah.
cast a spell, kills
So-
a 1 shocks.
Yeah. You get the blown out throw, like where you got static, it's all up on end. It's yeah, cartoon character style. Okay, all right. Next up, he has the power. It's James.
Yes. And I would just like to, I guess, we'll hit him with the sword.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be a straight, just a straight kick some ass roll. You won't have the advantage because on your cool roll you're now at a 7, so it's just gonna be like just 0 on your advantages. But yeah. Oh. Okay. You go in and you go for a slash. And you hear your sort of going, yeah, he has the power, and it grabs the sword by the mouth, picks you up, and throws you back, and you're gonna take 2 harm, and you hit a wall. Okay. Next up, I think it is the bad man. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. The bad man is going to use okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, yeah, number 10. The bad man he holds his hands out and he throws a bunch of like oil all around your premises, like all around your area. And he then his whole body begins to shake, and he pulls these pillars of flames up, and burns all of you, and you're all gonna take 2 harm.
What?
Damn.
To the kids in the daycare?
This guy's bad.
He's a bad man.
He's a bad man. He doesn't set you. Bear in mind, he's not setting you on fire. You are standing near. Yeah, no. You're standing near these pillars of flame, so it's just like singeing you. It's scaring you. The harm you're taking isn't actually like so Jimmy got thrown to a wall, but like it wasn't like a crash through the wall. Like he picked up the sword and just kind of like pushed him back. Like you're not being flung around and beaten on. You're just kind of being swatted away. If that makes sense.
Understandable.
Okay. Next up, Flebs Taylor.
Okay, you guys, when you were kids, did you ever take like a rubber band, put it between 2 fingers, put it up against someone's skin and pull one of them back, and then just.
Oh, you're a little bastard. You know that.
That's what I want to do.
All right, yeah.
Try and find that in my juju bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll. Go for it. Let's see what kind of thing you get out there. Wow, you got the fattest, nastiest rubber band.
Yes.
It's an epic, like sharp rubber band, and it has dirty tensile strength on it. This is gonna sting like a bitch if it hits.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Give me a kick some ass roll.
Please.
I really hope it hits you back in the face. Yes! Yes! even as a baby, even as a toddler, you can't. Oh, Flebs. Oh, Mr. Taylor, no.
Can't believe this.
All right, buddy. All right, you're a toddler. It's not gonna be that bad. You pull the band back, and you're just like looking really confident. He leans down and looks at you, and he grabs it out of your hand, still between your fingers, pulls it back, and lets it go, and it smacks you on the bridge of your nose. And watery eyes, you are stunned. That's 2 harm, my friend, on a 5. That is 2 harm. Yeah.
So I'm taking 4 harm already.
Well, you've taken a kind of harm. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Harm.
Yeah. No.
That sounds bad.
No.
Sounds really bad.
Redacted. Stop. No. We're moving on. We're moving on. All right. Next up, Victor.
Alright, let's fucking do this. As I attempt to throw a single boo-boo key at it.
Are you're throwing it or are you jingling it?
Let's test the waters by jingling it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause I thought you jingled boo-boo keys, no?
I mean, you can, like, take them off and throw them.
Well, I suppose, but, yeah. All right.
What would that be?
Just kick some ass, buddy.
Yeah, kick some ass. Rolling. Now roll.
Okay. All right, bud.
Nothing.
You do the jingle keys, it's just done nothing, and he looks down at you, and he stares at you, like, with this face, and he roars, and you wet yourself again.
Oh no.
Dude.
And you take 1 shaming damage.
How much water did you drink?
Seriously, man, you gotta get potty trained.
Every time he goes back to Grandpa Mendoza, his grandpa gives him ginger ale. Every time. And Victor, you go back through the portal to get changed again. And I'm giving you an out if you want to take it now.
Yeah. Oh no, I say. I gotta get changed again. At least I get the shadow this time.
Alright. You jump through. Do you wanna take your out here, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Alright, we'll carry on without you. We love you, Victor.
Goodbye forever.
Bye, Victor.
Okay. Victor jumps through the portal, and you are 1 man down. Callista, Callie, it's up to you. What are you doing?
I would like Callie to step forward and hold up her scythe. And I want her to channel her big feelings to it. And I'd like to I want her to say something, but only if it works. So I want her to I want it to like shoot out little, almost like little projectiles at him.
Okay.
Like she's just waving it around. She doesn't know how to like use a blade. She's a baby.
I got you.
She's waving it.
I got you.
I imagine it just like making like energy waves.
Okay. Okay.
That would be magic.
So you want to use a weird roll first and then kick some ass.
Okay.
Okay, an 8. And then the kick some ass roll. Okay. Here's what happens. Callie, you channel those big feelings, and as you do, something extraordinary happens. You transform. And in this moment, everything else kind of fades. The room begins to get darker. Your body begins to grow. You go from being a little cute baby to a young girl to a preteen to a teen and to an adult. And your skin blackens. Your wings stretch out and they become darker. And eventually you turn into a monster. And Jimmy, Flebs, Jericho, you all see this now with perfect clarity. It's not a scary bad man. And it's not a monster. And it's not the backrooms. It's the spaces in between. And the bad man is Payne Gunkerson.
Adult Payne Gunkerson?
Oh, I see what's happening here.
And you are not able to move as you watch Callista in anglerfish form charge forward and slit the throat of Payne Gunkerson. Salsabota, not Salsabota, Sully runs to Payne's aid and Callista swipes him and sends him into a wall, knocking him out. And she leaves Payne on his knees. And he looks up at her. And he says, "It's okay. I understand. This ain't you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm so cold. Jimmy, I'm so cold. I thought it'd be different. Hey!" And he looks up and holds out a hand and says, "Do you want to buy some paint?" And his hand drops to the side. Callista, you aren't in control of your body at the moment, and the whole scene freezes. And a voice says, "Well, this is certainly something, isn't it? I guess you're getting your memory back now, Callista. Little by little, we're getting there. Look around you, dear. It's not nap time anymore." And Callista, you turn, and you're at that precipice again. And you can hear her now. And she says, "This is going to take some time, and I'm very much hoping we can get through this before your execution. We need to undo all of this little fog in your head. Because you won't join us if you have any doubts. But we've got some motivation for you. And we have time on our side. And you look around, and all of these people, Callista, are staring at you. I don't know if you want to say anything.
I don't know if she would in this moment.
Okay. She picks you up by the throat and says, "What did my daughter Freya tell you and your friends?"
I don't know.
Roll to manipulate someone because you are technically lying. Yeah, 7. She says, "Good, you have resistance. Let me show you something." She turns, Callista, and you see Rat King. She says, "Your friend wondered where the life fractal went. The death fractal. And we've got them now. Interesting fellow, Rat King. He understands how to use souls. And he is a very good vessel. And he's got a friend. One I think you're very familiar with." And you look at Rat King as he walks over to hand over these fractals to one of the arms, because the All-Mother has lots of arms. And he smiles, Callista. And you know that smile. You know it far too well.
Oh, man.
And he whispers in your ear and says, "Even if you join us, there will be a reckoning. Hope to see you soon for the reunion." And the face kind of twitches, and it's Rat King again. And he says, "I go where the research takes me. That's all there is to it. Have fun with the end of the world." And Callista, you see those two fractals spinning around. These two beautiful lights in the All-Mother's hand. And she says, "History lesson time, dear daughter. What do you think happens when life and death intersect together?"
Hopefully, not extinction.
Oh, how delightfully boring and optimistic of you, dear. I was hoping for something a little bit more substantial. No, I was speaking in the more literal sense. You see, when life and death come together, they form one truly magical and special system in our world. 4 letters, 1 word, and a guarantee you will do what you set out to. Luck. And the All-Mother pulls that fractal into herself, and she puts her hands on your shoulders, Callista. And you feel your wings being clipped. And it is the worst pain you have ever experienced in your life. And you are conscious for every moment of it as she says, "You may not tell me now, dear daughter. So we'll send you back into that playpen, over and over again with your friends. We'll make you old and decrepit, confused. We'll make you young and weak. We will twist you around until you don't know what's left, right, up, or down. You think the Tempestra is your prison. We put you all in suspended animation so we could play with you. And we've just begun, dear, because when you go back there, you won't remember this. But you will remember one thing. Well, let's say two. Number one, you are ordinary from this moment forward. And number two, you killed your friend." And she holds out one other hand as every aspect of your eldritch abilities are taken away from you. She says, "Like any petulant child, you need to have your toys taken away from you. So I'll be taking this with me as well, and throwing it so far into the future that you can never achieve it." And it's Capri. And she opens up a bubble, and she throws him through it. And you are just about clinging to consciousness, Callista, as all of the hooded individuals stand up and kneel before the All-Mother, except Amos, who is standing back with his arms folded and staring at you. Is there anything you want to say?
Well, I think when Capri is tossed through the portal, she would definitely like yell for him, yell after him. And then yeah.
And with that yell, you are dropped over the precipice of the cliff. And your body feels a sensation of falling, and you grow smaller and smaller until you are just a baby. And you wake up back in your jail cell. And Callista, the first thing you try to do is fly. And you look at your back, and your wings are nothing but stumps. And Flebs, you are no longer in this playpen. You are no longer Mr. Taylor. Flebs, you are in a graveyard. You're in a graveyard. Just an endless graveyard. And you hear a voice calling out to you. And before you roll to find out, I want you to see if you can tell me who you think it is.
Lady Death.
No. No. Give me a shot roll, buddy. Okay, it's a 7. It's a voice you haven't heard in over 20 years. It's soft and it's lilting and it feels like home. And it is ushering you to a small clearing where 5 graves stand. Flebs, it's your mum.
Hey, Mose. I used to call her Mose.
She smiles.
Mosley.
She smiles and she gestures there's an open grave. And she says, "Have you accepted your role yet?"
I think so. If that means being dead, yeah, I would come to terms with that.
Then you know what you've got to do. Come and join us.
Okay.
You take her hand and you get into your own grave. Without any hesitation, without any fear, without any trepidation. And you watch as they close the casket shut and they begin to bury you alive. Jericho. You are back in the astral plane. And you are in the same place where Endicott last left you. I want to ask you, and I know we're going back a few weeks, but what do you think he said to you in that moment when he had tears in his eyes and he embraced you, right at the apex of your battle?
If I was going to guess, I think I would say that'll probably be the "do good" line that him and all that keeps like that's been echoed through like all of his affiliates to the Moth, like in his childhood.
Do you remember it word for word or roughly?
The line that's been used at the campaign is remember to do some good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jericho said it to Nish when they made their pact. Dennis said it to Jericho, and Endicott said it to Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho said it to Cougar during right before like they all died during the big top fight.
Do good where you can. He says this and says, "Do good where you can, Jericho. Because soon I won't be able to anymore. I never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death." I always loved that line from Nas. But eventually, Jericho, we all have to rest. You're about to go through hell. Keep on going. And I will be there on the other side for you. And for some reason, Jericho, that memory is coming back to you now. And do you see anything in this astral plane as you hear those words come back to you?
And thinking about like in terms of, I think Jericho would see kind of in the same vein, like him looking in on the him looking in on the scene when all the Nightmare Detectives and like their kind of passed on loved one had their little meeting in the after hour right before they were brought back
Mm-hmm.
to fight Kruger and then fight at JJ. Instead of him just sort of being a part of it, he's like in the third person looking in on it as in cocktails in this.
Okay. Do you manifest anybody there? Are you seeking anybody out, or is it just you at the moment in the after hour?
If Jericho was to see one person, it would. I think he would want to see Freya.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How do you think you summon her? What do you think you should do?
As to, let me think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know.
It's not like a trick question. I'm just curious.
Since like the last meeting was kind of like formatted as kind of like a big dinner party, I imagine like outside there might be like a little like seat, like little like host area. So I imagine, so if like there'd be like a little bell that would ring.
Okay, I like that. You ring that bell, and we'll come back to that scene in a minute. We've got 2 more. Jimmy.
Yes.
You are currently with the Sturgeon Hunting Society. You're actually with Von Karma, the big man that you fought, who respected you enough to kind of just let you be. You are not actually bound. You are not restrained. You are at a campfire by a yurt in an undisclosed location. And you have just woken up from this very strange dream that is almost... you don't know if it's real or fake. At the moment, it's still a little bit cobwebby. And Von Karma is sat there. And he says, bad the dream?
You could say that.
Dreams are often portals to the afterlife, to memories. Sometimes they're shared. In my culture, when people dream, it is a foolproof way to communicate across space and time. Maybe it was a message.
Maybe it was. And if it was, I don't know what the message is.
Well, right now all we have is time. I will make you some tea, and maybe you can make sense of the dream. It will give you more lucidity. I know what it's like to be lonely. For a long, long time. I do not wish to see you or anybody go back to that world. Not when they have experienced the ecstatic beauty of friendship. And he holds out a hand.
I'll reach out and take his hand.
He gives you the forearm to forearm grip and says, give me a moment. And he makes you a very strong chamomile sort of tea brew. It's got some sleeping agents in it.
I will take the tea that he has given me and I'll drink the tea.
I will watch over your body. You may not have as long as you want. Be aware this is a relaxing tea, so your raging may be a challenge. Good luck.
Thank you kindly.
And you fall asleep. And you go back to that dream space. And Jericho, when you ring that bell, Freya walks into like frame as if she was just there. And she is beaten to holy hell, but still somehow playing her guitar, even with broken fingers. And she says, hey, Jericho. I was wondering when you would give me a chance to call.
You look worse for wear.
Yeah, my sisters beat the holy shit out of me, and my mom did too. Kinda happens when you interfere with causality.
Family, am I right?
Oh yeah. We haven't got very long, so let's get down to it. I think. Hold on.
And you turn and see the earth just over past the balcony in the garden, Jericho, begin to move, and Flebs crawls out of the mud in a skeletal gravedigger form. There's one. Flebs, you're going to want some water, my guy. That is not pleasant. So you go and get some refreshments. And after a minute, there's a fountain that is over, like, flowing with water. And you hear like a... and Jimmy is dropped into the water from a great height. And that's 2. Looks like we're going to be down a couple people. Your portal traveling friend, he's got a war to plan. I'll tell you about Fala in a minute. And Callista, well, that's what we're here for. And all of you eventually come round, and Freya like folds out a map and says, "Okay, Jericho, do you know what you want to do?"
Out of character from this point, I really don't, but I'm gonna wing it.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I'm here to help you if you need it, but I want to, rather than take the agency for this penultimate scene, I wanted to give you the opportunity, because that's bad DMing to railroad it.
Thank you. Well, for me, it's simple. I'm gonna get the rest of my team back together, and then, well, we'll continue saving all the people who think that we're assholes, killers, murderers.
All right. Well, I think we can agree it all starts with a good old-fashioned prison break. And since they can't catch us here, I'd say we got some planning to do.
And both Flebs and Jimmy are here now, right?
Yep. And you guys are going to get sent back to that strange little place. And we got to prepare for that. That's where the umbral door is. And you got to get through that to get out of the Tepestra. But don't worry. You got me. And as for Callista, she's got some help of her own. And we jump back over. Callista. Tell me what's going on right now.
Well, I think when Callista looks at her back and sees what's left of her wings, she would sit in the middle of her cell and she would kind of look around, like, in a way that little kids do when they're very lost. And she has tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
And then she would just start crying.
Yeah.
Like, wailing in baby form.
Yeah. It's sad. And, like, in the room has been, like, designed in a way where there are some, like, comforts, I guess. Like, there's, like, a plushie, there's, like, a squishy bed, and, like, some books, and, you know, it's just not, it's not enough. And, yeah, she's crying and crying. And then you hear a sound, Callista. It's the sound of a door opening, something dropping, and the door closing.
She would, like, kind of lift both of her little hands to her eyes and scrub at them, still, like, sniffling and crying, and then she would, like, when she gets most of the tears away, she would look up to for the sound.
It's a book. It's a pop-up book. And it says, My Blended Family. And it says, authored by Fala McNamara. And the first page says, dedicated to the memory of Margot Sloan and Paint Gunkerson. And as you go through it, Callista, it's a picture book for you. And it says, my family isn't like normal families. And I didn't have what you would call a normal birth. I came from a strange place to even stranger parents. I may not like my first daddy, and I'm at odds with the second one. And you go through these pages, and the first one is big, scary Amos, and the second one is cloud like God casting you down. But my third one is my favorite, because he makes me feel safe. He makes me feel seen. And he makes me feel like me. And he asks for nothing in return but my love. And it's a Polaroid of you and the Muldoon family. And you carry on with these tears, and it says, my mummy is no different. My mum who gave birth to me doesn't like me. And that's okay. Because it's not about the mum you had. It's the mum who wants you. And you flip through the pages again. This time it's you and Lady Death. And you flip once more. And it says, family isn't just blood. It isn't just the people that raised you. It isn't the people who share your name. And you flip again. And there's a lot of photos, Callista. There's the Christmas party. There's you guys at the funeral. There's loads of memories you don't even remember people were taking pictures for. And it says, family are the connections you make along the way. And they are even stronger than blood. And we will get you out of there. And when you close the book, Capri is floating in front of it. And he smiles and says, it feels like it's been 100 years. But I'm here. And we'll get you out. And I think the camera pans back as you begin wailing and cuddling Capri as one last photo drops out of this book. On the front, it's a picture of you and Margot, arm in arm. And on the back, it's directions on how to connect to the after hour where the rest of the detectives are.